Our advice is to keep these sugary foods away from your home sweet home. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 foods with a deadly amount of sugar. For this list, we're taking a look at foods that have ridiculously high levels of sugar, and what you choose to do with that information is up to you. We're leaving out drinks for this particular list, but make no mistake, soda would definitely be on it.
It's really good. You should have some.
No, you drink it.
This time.
Number 10, ketchup.
Douglas, would you please pass the ketchup?
The what?
The ketchup.
You mean the ketchup?
Although we could easily start the list off with barbecue sauce, it's this popular condiment that we could not live without. On burgers, hot dogs, fries, you name it. Its origin goes back to a 17th century Chinese table sauce made from pickled fish and spices. After the West caught on, it eventually became tomato-based. But the ingredients have become a lot less healthy.
Could you come along with us, sir?
Are you here to solve my ketchup problem?
So be alert before you squirt. A tablespoon-sized amount of ketchup has 4 grams of sugar, more than your regular chocolate chip cookie. Believe it or not, sugar makes up almost a quarter of what's inside a ketchup bottle. Hardly a healthy addition to your daily lunch.
Mom, may I be excused?
Absolutely. Wait, where are you going with that?
My room?
No, put that down.
The boy loves ketchup.
Number 9, flavored yogurt.
You heard of me?
Heard of you? Who hasn't heard of yogurt?
Yogurt the wise. Yogurt the all-powerful.
Yogurt the magnificent.
According to the American Heart Association, men should restrict their sugar intake to 36 grams of added sugar or less a day, while women should have no more than 25.
A little homemade honey yogurt infused with lavender and love.
That is delicious.
While that may seem reasonable enough, few would imagine that reaching for a tasty yogurt could put them close to or even above the daily recommended limit. However, for consumers of flavored yogurt, what seems to be a healthy snack could actually be worse for you than a Twinkie. While a Twinkie contains 19 grams of sugar, a typical cup of Activia, Yoplait, or Dannon could have the same amount or more.
Wouldn't mind if I swipe a yogurt.
Number 8, canned fruit.
Libby's wanted to show you how good their low-calorie fruits really are. Billy, can I have a can?
It may be the most deceptive entry on our list. We've all grown up knowing that we have to eat a portion of fruit and vegetables a day, but it's always better to have a piece of fresh fruit than to dive into the canned stuff. A typical can contains about 20 grams of sugar, and cans that are packed with heavy syrup as opposed to juice can be even worse. The syrup usually contains a ton of corn syrup and sugar, which will add about 200 calories to the intake of fruit. Number 7, salad dressing. So, you finally decided to have a healthy lunch. At the counter of your neighborhood fast food restaurant, you opt for the salad. Before you give yourself a congratulatory pat on the back, however, be aware of the sugar content of the salad dressing you may be reaching for.
Would you like the sauce in the salad or the sauce on the side? The sauce in the salad or the sauce on the side?
In addition to dousing your nutritious garden salad with extra calories, sodium, saturated fats, and preservatives, the amount of sugar may shock you.
There's a Hidden Valley Ranch party in my mouth.
2 tablespoons of an average Catalina dressing, for instance, could have between 5 and 10 grams of sugar. Try experimenting with olive oil, vinegar, and other healthy alternatives instead.
It seems to me the only thing you've learned is that Caesar is a salad dressing dude.
Number 6, granola bars. While we could have easily put granola cereals or protein bars in this entry, it's granola bars that may just be the most popular and misleading.
Want a granola bar? Yes.
Yeah, I gotta fix these things or something.
Often advertised as healthy choices due to their fruit and fiber, they can also contain huge helpings of sugar depending on the brand. A peanut butter Nature Valley bar packs in 11 grams of sugar, about the same as a chocolate-coated Quaker Chewy Dips bar, which clocks in at 12 grams.
I think we've got another one of those townies, Jess. We've one of those crunchy Nature Valley bars.
That's about 3 teaspoons of sugar. At that rate, you might as well just make your own trail mix.
Meg! Meg, I'm hungry! There's a granola bar in the cupboard. I want it!
Number 5, breakfast cereals.
How about you decide
what you want for your breakfast?
Breakfast is often described as the most important meal of the day. So it's good to know just what exactly is inside our daily bowl of crunchy goodness. Unfortunately for a lot of cereal, the answer is a resounding sugar and lots of it.
I see right here it says I shouldn't have given you sugar.
Cereals like Corn Pops, Fruit Loops, and Lucky Charms are made up of over 40% sugar.
Lucky Charms!
Magically delicious Lucky Charms cereal, part of a good breakfast.
If that isn't sweet enough for you, then you might enjoy a bowl of Golden Crisp, which is over 50% sugar. The most sugary of them all, however, is Honey Smacks, launched in 1953 and containing a shocking 56% sugar. Number 4, cookies.
Here. Take a cookie. I promise by the time you're done eating it, you'll feel right as rain.
It's hard to deny yourself a cookie when you're craving something sweet, but moderation is definitely a wise choice. Depending on the type of cookie, indulging on a regular basis could increase the risk of diabetes and heart disease.
Obviously, I can't keep giving him cookies. But if I stop...
Stuffing your face with a couple of Oreos will add 8 grams of sugar to your digestive system. And let's face it, whoever eats only 3? Throw in a handful of Chips Ahoy cookies, and you've got another 22.5 grams. But before you go thinking that's a lot, be aware that a single Little Debbie's oatmeal cream pie contains 12 grams of sugar. Their double-deckers reach 41. Number 3, candy bars. A bar that traditionally contains chocolate as well as some form of nuts, fruit, caramel, wafer, or other delicious addition, these are unsurprisingly high up on our list.
I wish we had something to eat, though.
Look what I've got!
Rectangles!
Not just any rectangles, candy bars!
As you may have well expected, some are much more sugary than others. An O. Henry bar will give you 26 grams of sugar, a Snickers almond bar 27, and a Baby Ruth 32.
You want a candy bar?
You do now.
Look, I got a Baby Ruth, sir!
Let it stand. Pardons. And now the final crowning touch to the...
A Milky Way manages to make an O. Henry bar look like a salad, however, packing in 35 grams of sugar. That's the equivalent of almost 3 tablespoons of sugar, or over 8 teaspoons.
Shove it right in there.
Jonah, Milky Way, Jonah, you love Milky Way.
Number 2, ice cream. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but it should be no surprise that this creamy delight lands precariously near the top of our list.
Now you're talking. Hey, waiter! We need another one over here.
There you go.
While the Persians are usually credited with inventing a form of frozen dessert approximately 2,500 years ago, you can be sure that things have taken a turn in the nutrition department since then. A medium vanilla ice cream cone at Dairy Queen has about 36 grams of sugar. And once you up the size and add toppings, oh boy. A large blizzard can hit you with between 150 and 180 grams.
The brownie batter blizzard at Dairy Queen. Gooey brownie batter, moist brownie cheese.
Hey guys, you want to go to DQ? I'll buy you both a blizzard.
Okay. Number 1, candy. Was there ever any doubt? Unlike a lot of the other entries on our list, the candy we're referring to are essentially just sugar without even a smidge of nutritional benefit. In other words, there is no healthy excuse you could possibly muster for stocking up on those sugary demons. For instance, a mini box of Strawberry Nerds contains 11 grams of sugar, the same amount as a fun-sized package of Skittles. Just 6 Starburst candies contain 16 grams of sugar, and 5 Tootsie Rolls contain 17 grams of sugar, as do 2 mini packages of M&Ms. Despite the small size, don't forget that these sweet munchies pack a mean punch in the sugar department.
Arthur, there have been some reports of staff members eating on the floor. Do you know anything about that?
No. No, I don't know anything about that.
No, really?
Peter.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.